One of the questions I get almost every day is, Jamie, should I wait for interest rates to come down before I buy a home? It's a great question, but I actually think it's the wrong question. Because while interest rates absolutely matter, they're only one piece of the puzzle. If you're thinking about buying in Santa Monica, Venice, Playa Vista, Marina del Rey, Culver City, or anywhere on the west side, there are a few other things you should consider before deciding whether to wait or move forward. So let's break it down. I completely understand why so many buyers are waiting right now. Every day we hear another headline about mortgage rates. People are wondering if they should wait 6 months or even a year maybe, hoping rates will come down and make buying more affordable. Nobody wants to feel like they bought at the wrong time. And honestly, that's a very reasonable concern. But the housing market doesn't move based on just one number. So let's talk about what interest rates actually affect. They don't change the value of a home. What they change is your monthly payment and your purchasing power. Let me show you an example. This chart shows how even a relatively small change in interest rates can change the monthly principal and interest payment on the exact same loan amount. That's important because it affects what comfortably fits into your budget. Just remember, these numbers are principal and interest only. Your actual monthly payment would also include property taxes, homeowners insurance, and in most cases, some HOA dues. Now here's the part that doesn't get talked about enough. Let's say interest rates do come down. That sounds like great news, right? And it probably is. But it also means many buyers who have been waiting, they're going to decide it's time to finally jump back into the market. And then when that happens, we often see more competition, more multiple offer situations, and sometimes a lot higher home prices. So while you may get a lower interest rate, you could end up paying more for the house itself. That's why there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Now, I'm definitely not saying everyone should buy right now. Sometimes waiting is absolutely the right decision. Maybe you're still saving your down payment. Maybe you're working on improving your credit score. Maybe you're planning a job change, or you're just not sure how long you'll stay in the area. If that's the case, waiting can actually put you in a stronger position later. There's nothing wrong with taking your time. On the other hand, if you're financially ready, you found the perfect home that fits your needs, and you plan on staying there for several years, buying now could make sense. One thing I remind my clients is this: you can refinance your mortgage if interest rates come down. You can't refinance the price you paid for that home. That doesn't automatically mean that buying now is the right decision. It just means we want to look at the full picture, not just today's interest rate. This is also why I encourage buyers not to focus too much on national headlines. Real estate is local. The market in Santa Monica isn't exactly the same as Playa Vista. Venice behaves differently than Culver City. Some neighborhoods are still seeing strong competition for well-priced homes. Others are giving buyers a little more room to negotiate. That's why looking at what's happening in the specific neighborhood you're interested in is much more helpful than trying to predict the national market. So if you're asking yourself, should I wait to buy? I'd encourage you to ask a few different questions instead. Am I financially ready? Does this monthly payment fit comfortably into my budget? So I plan on staying in the home long enough to make buying worthwhile. And does buying now support my long-term goals? Those questions usually lead to a much better answer than trying to guess where interest rates are headed next. If you're thinking about buying on the west side of Los Angeles and you'd like to talk through your options, I'd be happy to help you look at the numbers and figure out what makes the most sense for your situation. If you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe. I post weekly videos to help buyers and sellers make confident real estate decisions here on the west side of Los Angeles. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.